Hello, internet friends. Thank you for joining me here today. I've been pretty busy. This last month has been a lot. There's just been a lot more going on than I had anticipated, but I'm excited. It's some really positive things coming in the next few weeks, and hopefully I can have a couple things more solidified in terms of knowing exactly what's going on, so I can share some good news with you. And yeah, I want to talk about it more, but first I need to make sure that all my ducks are in a row so that everything works out and I don't end up saying something and then having to go back on it. I also am going to be planning on getting these videos caught up because I have so much footage to work with. It's just about time management and time availability. But anyway, the topic I want to get into pretty briefly today. I don't want to drone on for too incredibly long, but it's something that's come up in a few of the live streams and something that I'm kind of working through currently in terms of my mindset and my mental approach going into nationals. When people ask me if I have any specific goals or do you care about placement? You're going into a really stacked 105 class. Are you concerned about specific numbers? Are you chasing any particular PRs, or what is your motivation for this meet, and kind of what are some of the things that you're looking to try and accomplish? And honestly, I am resisting the urge to set any particular numbers that I'm going for because I've been sort of looking within myself more and more, and we may have talked about this before, but I think it deserves the reiteration that setting specific numbers that are dependent on a lot of external factors is a pretty quick way to guarantee that you're going to disappoint yourself. You're going to have some sort of expectation that isn't within your own ability to accomplish. Not that you can't achieve high expectations, or not that you can't set a bunch of goals that can be valid and warranted and give you something to strive for, but I want to kind of bring myself back and bring anybody else who is kind of thinking about this process of they've got a big competition coming up, or they're doing their first competition, or what should they be basing their expectations off of. And I think that probably the most healthy mindset to go with for that is going to be one that is based off of the process, and based off of just how intentional you are in making steps towards just general, not just general improvement, but specific improvement. And asking yourself this question that I am trying to ask myself more often, and it's how tied to your goals is your happiness? Is your happiness goal dependent, or is it process motivated? Is it something that I am enjoying the idea and the process of working towards improving myself? Or is it something that is, if I don't place this, or if I don't hit this number, I'll be disappointed? Because when people set those kinds of goals and those kinds of expectations, very rarely do they imagine themselves not actually achieving it. And so I think it's really powerful and really important to recenter yourself in the understanding that when you're setting those kinds of goals, the overwhelming majority of the time you're trying to predict the future. You're trying to predict what's going to happen. But if you root yourself and you center yourself in the process of working towards those things, then you can be more productive with your time and your mental energy, where you're not wasting emotional turmoil, I guess, on an outcome that really you don't have as much control about as you may think you do. So root yourself in the process. Focus on what you can be doing right now and making the best decisions to end each day a little bit closer to your goal of whatever that ends up being. And usually the goal should be something that is related to your effort and those things that are within your control, rather than being a specific number or a placement that is dependent on someone else not performing as well as you just did, because you never know when someone else can just show up And you could have absolutely given your best effort and made the most progress possible, but if you're going to be disappointed because someone else is just at a higher level, that's not really productive. That's not really helpful. And so I just encourage you to kind of think on that idea within yourself. I know that I will be doing that because as much as I talk about these things, I do struggle with them myself. And so that is the mindset that I am trying to maintain, even though I'm putting a lot of time and effort and my full force of capabilities towards this. So thank you guys for stopping by today. Like I said, I have a lot of things coming up that I think are going to be very exciting, but before I make any official statements, I want to make sure that everything is 100% confirmed and I don't set up a bunch of expectations for all of you to disappoint, because I don't want to do that, and I also don't want to be disappointing myself. So there will be more coming in the next few videos. Go ahead and check out the live streams. Hopefully I'll have my weekends back after this next week, and we will continue moving forward one step at a time, one moment to the next. Thank you all so much for joining me here today, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.